Well, since you last joined me, there's not really been any time that's passed by. Of course, we're up to that Bolton game. Remember, still a very important game. You know, Bolton also in the relegation zone. So 3 points here for us or Bolton could be massive for the rest of the season. And don't forget, we've got that sort of lingering doubt, I suppose, if you will, of that job offer that has come in from Portsmouth and potentially whoever else may look to see about our services, let's say. But for now, we're here, we're at Oxford City, we've got an important game against Bolton, and this could really give us that even bigger points gap between us and the relegation zone. So here we go. We are at the game against Bolton. And I don't really think there's much to show you. We pick up exactly where we left off. We're on 19 points as we saw before. Bolton are 21st on 17. So we win that, and obviously the other fixtures go our way. All of a sudden, we might have a 6 or 7 point gap over the majority of the bottom half of the table, which is what we really want and what we really need. I've already pretty much picked the team. It's pretty much unchanged from what we saw last time. We're going to give Owen another run out because I think he played well in that last game. We're going to keep Gordon there. We're going to keep oxfordcity just out on the bench for now and let Dyer have another run out just to get some minutes into him. And Francis is going to lead the line again. Quincy, not been too impressed with. We don't really have another natural left winger, which is kind of aggravating. I might play Holland there, actually. No, we'll keep him as an inside winger. We'll give Holland a bit there. Annan can play there better than Holland. We'll see. We'll see. But let's get into the game. Let's give the team that warm-up that they need. Let's give the team that motivation that they need. Not that they should need any motivation, right? It's a big game, and we really should be going out there and getting the 3 points. I think what we're going to say here is, again, I think we're going to do it for the fans like we did last time. Go out there, give the fans something to cheer on. We're going to give the praise like we usually do. What I do like to note, the backdrop, now that we're in the Championship, looks so much more sophisticated when we're away from home. When we're at home, it still looks almost like a non-league club. That's because we've not made any changes to the actual stadium itself. When we're away from home, it makes us feel professional. Makes me feel like I'm a professional football manager, even though I'm in the Championships with Oxford City. But 15 minutes played, 0-0. Oxford United are top, which gives us that even more desire to win games and get up there, right? Our fiercest rivals, so to speak, are top of the Championship. That's a penalty, surely, ref. Archer was taken out. Right. We've got one of these dodgy World Cup refs here. You're not going to VAR that one, are you? Not going to go back to VAR for that one. Oh, and they scored. Ref, go back to VAR. We got taken out. Like the Egyptians. They didn't get that third goal because there was a tackle. Come on. Go back and look at it. But 1-0 down, 20 minutes played. Does drop us down to 20th. It puts Bolton up to 19th on 20 points. We need to somehow fight our way back into this. Southampton on 17 points, Wrexham on 15, Middlesbrough on 15, and Portsmouth on 13. So Portsmouth they are slacking on the point front, and it's going to be an even bigger challenge if we do go in there with how far behind they are. But Francis here picks up the ball from the corner. Can't do anything with it, gets dispossessed easily. Then Bolton look to counter us. Let's get solid. Let's just get regrouped. Come on. Let's not get easily beaten. Ball comes back in. Luckily, the goalkeeper saves it from a close range effort, and it goes out for a goal kick. But 39 minutes played. It's been all Bolton at the moment. They are heavily dominating us on the position. Our XG is absolutely awful. None of the attackers are having a good game. Annan gets dispossessed easily. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Right back's picked up an injury. Please don't tell me it's bad, because Bruno's already out for another 12 weeks. And then we get dispossessed and the ref blows. Again, we was in the ascendancy there, ref. I feel like there's a little bit of cheating going on here. I'm going to have to take him off because I don't want to risk an injury. We can't risk another injury in that position. Holland's having an absolute nothing game. Let's bring Quincy on. Branningham. Annan's having a poor game as well. Do we do that? Him as an inside forward. Quincy there. And we bring on Singer. No, let's bring on Hugo. I want to bring on Singer because I'd love to see him proper develop, but we haven't got the luxury of being higher up the table. If we were like comfortable mid-table and, you know, we were sort of coasting through some games, Singer probably would have got a lot more minutes, but we just can't risk it right now. with 54 minutes played. I don't want to go attacking because I don't want to open up to conceding again. But we do need to score. We at least need a point. We're away from home. A point away from home, a point on the road is never a bad result, especially in the Championship. Archer's now taken a knock. Gromek on at right back. See, this is why you shouldn't do the quick subs. But I have the fear of opening up the actual substitutes page. So we're just going to have to deal with Gromek at right back. There were so many other players you could have brought on. Ishmael would have been better to bring on there. I might have to try and move this around because Gromek at right back is not the one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You watch. It'll get stuck now. Gromek is actually a one-star right back. Incredible. Where's Ishmael? Because then what we do is that and then do that. 2-0 down. So this is pretty much game, set, and match now. We're still only a point behind Hull, Bolton, and Derby, who are in 16th. We're only 3 points behind Swansea in 15th. But it's games like this where we need to turn up, like we did against Wrexham, but we're just not. The big games. I understand if we get beat by any of the top teams. I'm not bothered about that. 2-0. Duncan Ferguson is in charge. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. And you were awful. I'm really quite angry with your performance, Francis. Okaranko, not good at all. Luton have sacked their manager. He's only out for 1 to 3 days. That's not too bad. So yeah, what the plan will be is I'm going to skip it forward. And ideally, I'm going to skip it forward now up to the Portsmouth game. But of course, if anything happens between now and then, I will bring you straight back to update you. Obviously, most likely with any news on Portsmouth. Look at that. We're skipping to the Portsmouth game where we might actually be on the flip side of the dugout. Who knows? I'll be back with you shortly. Portsmouth have offered us a contract. Apparently, we're the leading favourite for the fans from Southampton. It's one of the news articles that come up a while ago. In terms of the games off camera, we managed to draw 1-1 with Blackburn. Annoyingly, we had a penalty at the 92nd minute. I don't really know why, but Samuel Smith decided to step up and take it, and I wasn't really paying attention before I could swap it. So he took the penalty and missed. So that would have been a nice 2-1 win over Blackburn. But hey, not to be. Picked up a point, and then we lost 2-0 just now away from home to Watford. I have already delayed this a week in the hope that Southampton came back to us, but they haven't as yet. I'm going to see if I can delay it for another week. Oh, don't want to cancel it though. We'll delay it for another week, and they've agreed to delay, which is good because the irony is, I'd play that game as potentially Portsmouth manager and I would get absolutely destroyed by my own Oxford City team. Right, so realistically it's skipping up to this Portsmouth game and potentially playing it. But if I am the leading candidate for Southampton... Oh, there we go. Southampton have offered us a job interview. They've asked us to obviously go and speak to them. I'm glad you've given me a chance to speak to the club. Let's get down to business. Do you think it's a positive or a negative thing that you have thus far managed just one team? I feel like these answers are probably going to be very much similar to Portsmouth. So I'm just going to say loyalty isn't often in football. To me, a certain malaise seems to have crept into your squad and the players don't look happy. Why have you allowed that to happen? I wouldn't say so. We're still getting results on the pitch, so I'm not overly concerned. It doesn't matter. We're talking about a completely different group of players. I think there's a much stronger dressing room here, and I'm confident that we'll stay with my stewardship. I'm going to go with, I don't wish to apportion the blame, but there are 1 or 2 players giving everyone else a bad name. But that is annoying because Dyer's the only one with being annoyed, but it's game time. We've allowed him to play more, and Darnell Johnson has dropped his concern. So that is a bit annoying. Financial fair play is obviously something we're concerned with. Can you explain your previous failings in this area? If you take the length of my career into account, my record isn't that bad at all. I've been able to learn lessons from that particular situation, and the fact that it hasn't occurred again in a long time should ease your concerns. I think we'll go with that. The club will be looking for a candidate capable of performing to competition expectations, something our last manager was unable to do. I've got a good record when it comes to meeting expectations. I will always back myself to succeed. I'm about the process. It will lead to good results eventually. Don't be blinded by short-term outcomes. I'm going to say I've got a good record. Can you offer assurances that that won't happen? I've got a proven track record of spending considerable amount of time in a job. I think that's fair. And the club has been underperforming for far too long. Are you the right person to turn things around? I'm a motivator and I always adapt a positive attitude, and it's infectious in the dressing room. A happy squad is a winning squad. Yeah, I'll just say I'm happy to work with him, director of football, neither here nor there in this FM. If I would expect to finish a mid-table, I think we could finish top half. Do I put my neck on the line? I wouldn't say a playoff spot. Top half? Let's do it. Do you think a proposed transfer budget of £43 million? Yeah, okay. And £1.5 million wage budget. Yeah, where do I sign on the dotted line? I don't think there's anything else that we should worry about. So no, I'm good. Thanks. Well, there we go. So that's the interview done with Southampton. Portsmouth are obviously waiting. The only problem is I don't know if Portsmouth, Francis Okoronkwo is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not good. That does mean he's going to miss these 3 games, should nothing obviously else have changed. Oh, Southampton have already approached us. Southampton have offered you a 2-year deal. It looks like we're going to St Mary's then, boys and girls. And we're not going to see a second episode today, a second game today. Let's enter the contract. Let's try and weasel that up to 10 grand, shall we? Suggest terms. I think that's it. I just wanted to bring some highlights from our time at Oxford City. The highs, the goals, and of course, all of the promotions. I hope you enjoy. We are appointed as the Oxford City manager. Taking on his man. Oh, cuts inside. Lovely bit of play. Humphreys, McEphron, Clark. Oh, top corner! Come on! First goal of the series, and may I say, a beautiful first goal at that. But if it's a 1-0, I'll take it. McEachran here, lovely search and run into Westendorf. Come on! 1-0. We break the deadlock 13 minutes in the playoff semi-final. We've gone and had a quick change because, of course, the biggest game in the calendar year deserves the best attire. Rudy, come on. Lawson, McEachran, yes! Come on! McEachran steps up on the line. 92nd minute. Are we going up? Oh, ref, blow your whistle. We didn't even get to see the last highlight. A 1-0 win over Buxton. Well done, everyone. That's sealed promotion. Before we start, I just want to show you, look at this absolute thing of beauty. Look at it. And of course, look who's on the back. The absolute legend. The Rock at the back. But again, the defence has been solid. We're still one of the least conceded teams. Least conceded? We've still had one of the... But then again... We still have got one of the best defensive records in the league, even though we've just gone 1-0 down before half-time. When he gets the ball back from Ashby, cuts inside. Oh, what are we doing? Come on, this is going to go. Oh my God! He is incredible. Did you see that little bit of skill to absolutely mug off his defence? Let's watch this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Cheeky boy, and he tucks it into the long corner. Wow, we've got Calafieri here. It's tackled, but it goes back into Clark. Miller out to Herbie James again. That's it across, and Elliot Harris is there. That's why Harris is the manager. We make the decisions in the team sheet that make all the difference. And look at that ball from Melo. We wouldn't have got that in the last game from McEachran. Herbie James wouldn't have got that from Boswell. And Elliot Harris, we may have got that from Hugo. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, as he is obviously on 30 goals this season. But there we go. 4-0 winners. And we are going to see the trophy lift. We're away from... I would have rather have seen it at home and had it in front of the Oxford fans. This is our first trophy lift that we will see. There we go, boys and girls. The fireworks go off. The confetti's there. McEachran, he's pulling all the strings this afternoon. Francis. Hugo. Back into Francis. Come on! 25 yards out. We've been in an absolute vein of form, and then we play like that. Barnsley and Oxford have won promotion to Sky Bet League 1 though, so it was enough. Josh deals a bit nicely into Malachi Hardy. Nambasi. Holland. Playing it around the back, just doing a nice bit of slow build-up play like we like to do. Ishmael. Ball for Hugo. Hugo's there. He gets it. The defender does not read that well at all. It's an absolute peach of a delivery as well. Look at this deep cross. He gets past his man again. He's having a lovely afternoon. Unfortunately, Francis can't get his head on the end of that. Olasisi into Branningham. Gromit. Ishmael again. There we go. Taps it across, and he won't have missed that one, because if he did, he would have got subbed. He would have been bloody hooked off. But there we go. 1-0 up. It all comes down to this. And this could be the starting 11 that secures us promotion to the Championship. And not only that, but could secure us the Sky Bet League One title. Well, Francis is making his 100th appearance for Oxford City today. Just saying, what a game to get a hat-trick. Gordon into Brennan. Lovely ball. Francis! Come on! 20 goals in 45 matches. Luke Harris gets the ball dispossessed, but Holland's there. Francis! 15 minutes played, and we are basically going up to the Championship. We are going up, so we are going up. We are going up, so we are going up. And it's all thanks to that ball there. Holland into Harris. Just a little bit of play between them three. Lovely ball. Francis, hat-trick, hat-trick. I called it. Hat-trick hero on his 100th appearance for Oxford City. The game that takes us up to the Championship. We've done it. We've done it, boys and girls. We're going to see the trophy lift as well. A massive moment for the club. And we will see Josh lift the trophy. And there you go. Sky Bet League One champions. Southampton. That's a big club. That's a big job. Before we leave, let's just have a quick look at our history here with Oxford City. First, second, first, fifth, second, trophies, 2 awards, ample amount of rewards. Oxford City icon, there we go. Finalised the deal. We are now, when we kick over, going to be, there we go, the Southampton manager. It's great to welcome you to here at Southampton. You'll meet various people in key roles at the club over the next few days, but to start with, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the club, our history and heritage. There we go, boys and girls. And the good news is we have got a lot of budget to spend. We've got a £43 million transfer budget to still spend. The club's spending 1.1 on wages, and we've got 1.5. Oh, we've got a lot of money. We've got a lot. This is a club that can go straight up, arguably. Look at this fixture schedule. What's been going on? Oh, they did just beat Blackburn, though. So they've got a little bit of form's just gone into them. And they're out of the Cups by the looks of it. Out of the Carabao Cup. So no worry about that. Big club. Big move. Sad day. A sad day to be moving. Well, there you go. Just like that. I think we're just going to see that one game today. What I will do is bring you back for our first ever game with Southampton. I'm going to go away, look at the squad, see what sort of positions we're weak in, and see what players we can poach from Oxford City. And then we'll carry on this campaign in the Championship. It's a sad day to be leaving Oxford City, but if a club like Southampton comes sniffing, you can't turn them down, let's be honest. With their history that they've got and the money that they've got, this is a team that can propel us up into the Premier League and hopefully be able to achieve our long-term goal of winning the Premier League. And the Champions League, arguably in the same season, is one of the goals of this Rags to Riches playthrough. But thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here to continue watching our journey now with Southampton. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.